Hey, folks, my guest today is Tariq Kurbesh. He's building a tool called ChoreRelief.com, a marketplace and operation software for home services. Tariq, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right. So we've spoken a couple of times, but last we spoke, I think, was back in August or July of last year. You were just really getting going. You had about 200 customers, I think 30,000 bucks in MRR. Help me understand, help folks that missed that interview understand, what are people paying you for?
Oh, well, two things now. We're not just a marketplace alone. We also offer service management tool for contractors. So where we make money, customers pays us to connect them with local contractors based on their time and availability. So we take a transaction cost from there, but also now small businesses are paying us for a subscription-based model, anywhere from $59, mid-tier $119, $249, depends on the size of the team that they have, and it depends on how many freebies would they get from us. But as they increase their subscription, they lower down their commission.
Mm-hmm. So when you say customers pay to connect with local contractors, those customers are all SMBs?
No, there's some of them. Originally, we started with individual homeowners, then switching to landlords, and now we're in the process to experiment with small to mid-sized property management as well as restaurant retail stores.
Okay, but the majority of your customers say are homeowners and landlords.
From the consumer side, yes, but the service providers are SMBs.
Okay, I don't understand that. When you say you're saying pay to connect with local contractors. Those local contractors are the SMBs?
Yeah.
I see. And those local contractors are paying you $59 to $250 per month to get access to those homeowners and landlords?
Sure. I mean, there's always the free tier for them if they want to pay high commission fee from the lead that we send over their way. But if they look into create their own invoices, their own dispatch, and have all the tools and management they need to run the day-to-day operations without breaking the bank, we build this tool that bring in the QuickBook integrations in place. Like you don't need to have a QuickBook. You can use the same app to create your own invoices, to track your timing, to make sure even do your payrolls. Also, the same tool allow you to create a customized, unique invoices to your business need with the customers. You can collect signature for approval for quotes. And you also have a team management tool that allow you to create some sort of collaborations if more than one of your team members is working a specific project.
And who are some of these SMBs that the homeowners and landlords want to use your platform to connect with? Are they painters, contractors, landscapers?
Yeah. So as you can see from the t-shirt, we're in rebranding process now. We can switch it to all better because what we built, it's not necessarily just curated for the home service category. It's curated for the gig economy in general. But yes, we're sticking to the home service category from plumbers, electricians, handymen, movers, snow removals. But we plan to add in some other verticals as we expand.
And why is that? I mean, why not go deep on just the categories you're focused on versus trying to go wide and do everything?
No, we're not doing this like right away, but what system we built, it works pretty much it creates some sort of a flexibility for the end users. At the end of the day, the COVID-19 has accelerated the growth of the gig economy. People that used to do this as a side hustle, now it becomes their main hustle. And we just want to create a sort of foundation infrastructure for the people that are coming into the gig economy, which, by the way, growing 3 times faster than the US workforce, to have the sort of tools that are affordable and also have resources that allow them to connect with consumers in the area. At the end of the day, go ahead.
Yep. And how many painters, landscapers, snow removal folks are paying you per month, the $60 to $250 per month?
So since we launched this about last month, we've already closed. So the free package came in. We had 1,400 people that signed up within the first month for the free package for the trial. And now we have about a 40% conversion rate that are opt-in into the paid subscription.
So 400 are now paying.
Yeah.
And the minimum they're paying is $60 per month.
$60 per month. That's assuming it's one solo entrepreneur.
Got it. So that product that launched about a month ago went from nothing to $60 a month times 400 is about $24,000 a month in MRR.
Something like that, yeah. And then we're planning on adding the annual subscription model so we can discount the actual monthly so we can have even a long sales ticket.
And when you add back on the homeowner and landlord side, who pay to connect with all these local contractors, how much MRR is coming from the homeowners and landlords?
Well, that vary. We've had anywhere from it could be 10,000, it could be 35,000, depends on the actual time. But we're right now, we're wrapping up all of our resources and marketings to focus more on bringing in those type of customers. Because what we notice is this, the more job we send to these contractors in a regular basis, the more incentives they see for them to upgrade to their paid subscription model. Because now you can, any jobs that we send you, rather than pay me 20%, you pay me 10%. So that's an incentives right there. And so as we ramp up our PR strategy and marketing effort, which we're actually putting together as we also going through the rebranding process, we're planning on hopefully getting somewhere around 20, on average, somewhere between 25 and 35 a month.
So last month, all your revenue from both sides of the marketplace combined, how much did you do last month in top line revenue?
I don't have the numbers in front of my head, but it's somewhere around the mid 30s.
30s. Okay. And that's about the same as where you were last time you came on. So why the flat growth?
Well, the COVID has kind of shifted the economy a little bit more, but we're also didn't have too much of resources in the team. We're just hiring some more members in our marketing team so we can shift the focus on getting into the contractors. We're heavily focused on building these SaaS platforms, and that itself takes so much time and so many resources from our end.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Have you bootstrapped or did you raise?
Still bootstrapping, but we're getting a lot of interest from outside investors.
What kind of interest?
Well, the raise we were looking for initially, now we had to raise up a little bit the minimum ticket entry. We've getting a lot of interest from follow-up interest from Lightspeed Venture, SoftBank, and some other Sequoia that they're looking for, not to be part of the seed round, which because we're looking to raise about $1.78 million to get us to where we need to be. But we already have those discussions with them lined up. So as you know, once you raise a seed round, you could always go back and raise the Series A within a short amount of time.
So you're looking to raise 1.8 million right now?
1.78, yeah.
At what valuation?
That's going to be convertible note.
What cap?
9 million.
Okay, at a 9 cap. And so do you think you'll be able to drive a process there and get that valuation? I mean, that's a significant multiple on your current $400,000 in ARR.
Well, you see the idea when people are buying into this space, they're not necessarily buying on what the actual return on revenue. They're looking for longevity and how is this business can stack up in the future. So take a look at an example. A SaaS model just for the home service category alone. There's a company called Service Titans already at 8.375 billion. Purely selling.
Yeah. I know those comp streak, but people are going to look at your growth rate and say you're flat. They're going to lose your ability to execute. So how do you convince them that you can execute a rapid growth pace?
I don't know where you come up with it, but we're not flat. So last year we did the 367,000. This year, we're almost on track of doubling. The user growth has already increased this year by 400.
Well, Craig, hold on. So ignore user growth. Look at revenue for a second. I just want to make sure I didn't misstate you because I want to get this accurate. You told me a year ago you were doing about $30,000 a month in revenue, or about 400,000 in total revenue last month. You just told me last month you did about mid 30s in revenue. So 30,000 a month is the same run rate.
Are we talking about the marketplace? We're talking about the SaaS, or all together?
No, the question I asked you was on the marketplace side, on both sides, how much revenue did you do last month? And you said mid 30s.
So the marketplace, that's just the leads that we get. That's not including the subscription base that we charge for the contractors to be part of the ecosystem.
That's what I was asking. So on both sides of the marketplace. On
the both side, like roughly around 50 to 60,000. I don't have the exact number in front of me.
I see.
What I gave you was the consumers, like you're trying to compare last year to this year. So we grow in the marketplace, the lead gen service. The operation software, that's just brand new, just recently launched 45 days ago. And that itself is already generating, converting unpaid, like from free tiers to paid tiers.
Yeah, that growth has been impressive. What I was articulating though, when I said full marketplace revenue, is you've got homeowners and landlords paying you as a percentage of GMV going through the platform. And then you've got snow removal folks, landscapers, painters paying you on the flip side. And they're also now paying you for subscription tools to do things like invoicing. And what you're saying is that new SaaS tool is growing really fast. And you back that up with numbers.
Yeah. I mean, we're bridging the gap between we want to make this affordable and simple for small businesses, mom and pop shops. They don't have any resources to find clients. We bring you clients, we give you resources to work and grow your business.
Mm-hmm. So why do you need to raise capital? I mean, 1.78 on a 9 cap. I mean, you're selling, what is that, 10, 15% of the business?
Yeah, but it's still, having enough that we want to hire some more team. It's hard to do all everything and wear too many hats yourself. Like I'm trying to bring in teams so we can actually grow in
How many are on the team today?
I didn't even know. 6 so far, 6 full-time. And there's 4 that are contractors that we work with on just the social media aspect. And
how many engineers are full-time?
4.
4. Are they local or you outsource them?
Outsourced. So I built the entire firm overseas. So this is my business that I put together overseas.
Yeah, that's
I worked with them in the past. Yeah, I worked with these guys in the past in the previous companies that I started.
Is it a marketplace though, like Coditas or TopTal, or they're just individual developers you found randomly on LinkedIn?
So these are different developers that work with in the course of the last 7 years. And then I finally put them all together and I said, oh, whatever you're making, I'll give you 20% increase. Would you work for me full time? I'll pay you 6 months in advance. And we put the team together. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper and more affordable.
Of course. Yeah. So cap table today is you've raised no capital. So do you own 100% of the business?
I have 95%.
Where's the other?
CMO, Paul McFellin. We just brought in.
Very cool. That's exciting. Are you guys leveraging any paid spend stuff these days, or no? You're about to ramp that up.
Yeah, we are. But here's the thing. Like, also another thing we start leveraging is a PR. And just since I got into the PR, we've already got like 7 different outlet channels, 7 cities that have already featured our story. So I think that's where we shift in more focus to build credibility, build the brand awareness. And then perhaps we can take those stories and then craft them up into good paid ad and run that into Facebook to get even more credibility from the people that did not see those segments.
Do you track how much how much project volume homeowners and landlords pay contractors on your platform? Do you track that GMV every month?
We do sometimes. A lot of time what happened is we've seen this. So we're still trying to figure out what's stopping so many of these homeowners, even though they're getting bids, but they're not responding back to the contractors, or they're canceling a job for no reason. So we're trying to figure out what that is. And that's what some of the things me and Paul are currently working on, just trying to extract some feedback from the users. Be like, okay, we sent you 4 different bids. Why didn't you decide to hire anyone? What stopped you from making that decision? Mm-hmm. So that's sense. The part that we really heavily now focus on is the consumer side.
All right, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, favorite book.
0 to 1, Peter Thiel.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
There's a combination, actually. One is obviously the Elon Musk, the innovations that this guy is just looking for 10 years ahead of anyone else. And the second person is...
Elon Musk is fine if the second one isn't obvious.
Gary Vee is good.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building the business?
My preferred tool that I use, even though it might sound like so archaic and everything, it's still like it. I like Skype, just so I can keep that interaction with my team on real time.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Depends. Sometimes 3. Sometimes I just sleep 4 hours in every 2 nights.
How much did you get over the past 24 hours?
Last night I had 6 hours sleep.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Oh, I'm still married. 10 years.
Any kids?
Not yet.
All right. And how old are you?
I just turned 41.
41. Happy birthday. Last question. Something you wish you knew when you were 20.
Oh, man, that's an easy one. Just take all of my savings and put in Bitcoin.
Guys, there you have it. ChoreRelief, helping homeowners and landlords connect with local contractors they need, whether that's a painter, snow removal, or anything else. They're going to be expanding markets here shortly. They just launched their SaaS tool, which helps these local contractors do things like invoicing, charging $60 to $250 per month on that. They went from nothing to about $20,000 in MRR on that very quickly. Over $1,000 on the free trial, 40% converted to paid. That plus their other side of the marketplace revenue equals about $60,000 a month in revenue right now, which is double where they were about a year ago. He's looking to hope to take this growth and go out and do an equity round, looking to raise 1.78 million on a 9 million cap. We'll see what happens. Tariq, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, Nate.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers. They try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.